Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Hi. I like this outfit. I'm not going to ask if it's new. Hi, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Happy Wednesday. My plant's right in the middle. Gotta move the plant. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you. It's gonna be a fun day today. Nice star in the house. Have a seat. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Have a seat, everybody. I am excited about today's show. We have an Academy Award nominee in the house today. That's right. She wins Best Sidekick on a local talk show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kendall, everybody.
I'm a winner.
You're a winner, girl. You're a winner. How you doing?
I just want to know where my trophy is.
I'll get you a trophy a little bit later. I'll get you a trophy, I swear.
Thanks.
How you doing, though?
I'm good. I feel great. Today's a good hump day.
Yeah.
I got nothing to complain about.
No?
How are you?
I'm doing really well. Today, it's fun. I'm excited. From Rocky, The Godfather, Talia Shire's in the house today.
Oh.
That's right. She's in a brand new film. I'm going to do this before she gets here because I'm sure she's sick of hearing this. Yo, Adrian. You know what I mean? I'm going to get that out of the way because she... Have you seen Rocky?
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. She plays it. Yeah, I know. Woof.
Don't worry, guys.
Wipe the sweat off the forehead on that one.
I've got
but yeah.
the sports movies down.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's funny? What's funny about that is I'm not a big sports person. Yeah. But I enjoy sports movies.
Oh, they're like the feel. You get all the feels.
Like Rudy and Remember the Titans and Hoosiers. I love. Well, I'm a Hoosier, so I was.
Remember the Titans.
Speaking of being a Hoosier, so today's kind of a fun day. On this day, 22 years ago, I moved to Minnesota. Today, on this day right here, yeah. 22 years. Oh, I'm old. Anyway, yeah, 22 years ago. And I think about, I tell this, I have a little mini version of the story. I tell the studio audience when we do our Q&A. I always think about my buddy Candace. Now, Candace is a friend of mine. We're still friends on Facebook. But she was the one that helped me move here. I had never been to Minneapolis. I had a professor and an internship person tell me that Minneapolis was a good TV market. So that's why I moved here. I moved here literally not knowing a soul, didn't have a job. And I had my friend Candace come with me one weekend in the summer of '97. I said, we're going to go find an apartment for me. And then I found an apartment. And then 3 months later, I grabbed a U-Haul. She drove my Dodge Neon. And we drove to Minnesota. Well, we left at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're driving at night, and we get to Madison. Now remember, Jason's in the U-Haul, Candace is in my Dodge Neon. This was before the days where cell phones were prevalent and with everybody. We had walkie-talkies that did not work, okay? I'm not joking, we had So we get to Madison, and in '97 there was a lot of construction in Madison, a lot of construction around there. And we pulled over to one of the exits to get gas for the U-Haul. And I thought, oh, while we're here, we'll fuel up my little Dodge Neon. So we get gas, we go back onto the exit, and I look in the rearview mirror. I look in the mirror to see behind me. Candace isn't there. Uh-oh. Like, my Dodge Neon is not. So I'm now on 94. I'm on 94 West, heading to the Twin Cities, and I'm like, holy macaroni, where is Candace in my... And so I pull 2 exits away. I pull up to the Buckhorn truck stop. Now...
Okay.
Now picture this, ladies and gentlemen. Little Jason, I'm 22 years old. I'm wearing an Oprah Winfrey Show sweatshirt. The gayest little pair of shorts you've ever seen. And some flip-flops. And I walk into this Buckhorn truck stop. And remember the scene in Pee-wee's Big Adventure when Pee-wee goes into the biker bar and the music stops and all the bikers are like, yeah, that's how I felt. Yeah. To the end of the story, I finally got a hold of Candace's mom, who proceeded to tell me, are you ready? Candace got on the exit for 94 East.
She went back home.
And did not realize she was going the wrong direction until she saw the Milwaukee skyline. Oh. So she had to drive all the way back to Minneapolis that night. That was the start of my life here. That's right, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Let's get going, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. It's worked out for me.
97.
It's worked out for me. I mean, yeah, it's worked out. Thank you, Minnesota. Well, today's, it's now time for the hot dish. Instagram nearly died yesterday. It died. After Jennifer Aniston joined and posted her first picture. Now you've seen this picture now on your social medias. She posted this selfie with the cast of Friends. They were all hanging out at Courtney Cox's house. And she says, "We're now Instagram friends too." And she said, "Hi, Instagram." Now, so far the post has more than 9 million likes. 9 million likes. I'm happy when I get like 100. You know what I mean? Can you imagine what her DMs look like? Do you imagine the people sliding into her DMs right now?
Oh my gosh.
I got to tell you, I told you guys in the meeting, I got caught in this. This isn't publicity for Instagram. I know I got caught in the tornado. But anyway, I got caught in this. I saw that picture on a site and I thought, oh my goodness, Jennifer Aniston's on Instagram. I'm going to follow her. I got on Instagram and I typed in Jennifer Aniston. It looked like my phone was going to explode. The Instagram freaked out. It was like there was a panda dancing, and then it just died.
There's a panda?
No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying it looked like the end of the world on Instagram, and I thought, what is happening? Well, they were so overloaded at the same time of people trying to follow Jennifer Aniston that it shut down Instagram. No joke. Yeah. So have you followed her yet?
Well, no, because apparently it's impossible. I don't know.
Now you can. It's calmed down since then.
Okay.
It's calmed down. I looked at that picture, and can I be honest? The thing that I thought of, too, Matthew Perry has had a really difficult few years, and I looked at Matthew in the back, and I just hope he's doing well. You know, because he's had a very rough couple years, and I just, when I saw him, I just want him to be well, because, you know, I love Chandler. Oh, I love Chandler, and I hope he's well. Who was your favorite on Friends before we move on? Who was your favorite?
Rachel.
Rachel, of course.
Yeah,
I should have guessed that one.
I was like, this is not a dig on any level. I was pretty young when it was on. Yeah. So I just thought she had the prettiest hair, and I liked her because she had pretty hair.
It debuted in '94, so you were what, 5? 4. You were 4.
So
okay, great.
I watched it like later. Yeah.
Okay. Next in the dish, we're moving on. Elton John is in the middle of a worldwide farewell tour. Is it still going? Anyway, he visited Jimmy Kimmel last night and talked about one of the stories he tells in his new memoir. Look at this.
You let Stevie Wonder drive your snowmobile. Now, I would have to say, just the part of you owning a snowmobile would be enough for me.
I didn't own it. I was at the Caribou Ranch in Netherlands, and I was recording. It was thick snow, and Stevie wanted to go out on a snowmobile.
And Stevie went behind the wheel.
Yeah.
By himself.
By himself. And we thought, okay, that's another rival gone.
Oh, I love it. Elton is 72 and says this farewell tour is it. Okay, come on. Cher's been saying that since '98. He's been traveling. I love you, Cher, but he's been traveling. Here's the deal. Elton's been traveling since he was 17 years old. He's been and wants to spend time with his family. His memoir is available wherever books are sold, as they say. I want to read this, and you know what book I'm still reading and still loving? The Bob Iger book. I don't often recommend books on this. I'm seriously. I'll do a little best thing ever segment. I'm listening to it on audio tape. It is so good. I don't care what business you're in. I don't care if you're in manufacturing. I don't care if you're in media like Bob has been. He has such great advice for leaders, for employees. It's inspiring. He's like, I keep telling our executive producer, Jeff, I get remotivated every time because he seems like a great man and a great leader. It's fascinating, the stories. He's the head of Disney, if you don't know, the CEO of Disney. He has been for like 17 years. Next in the dish, that book's available too. It's called, the book's called Ride of a Lifetime. Next in the dish, the introduction, this is great. The introductions on Wheel of Fortune are usually pretty harmless. Hey, Rob, where are you from? I'm from Columbus. You know what I mean? And that's, who are you? What are your hobbies? I like skeet shooting. You know what I mean? That's it. But one man took the Wheel of Fortune introductions to another level. Look at this.
Hello, Blair.
Hello.
Blair Davis, Cardiff, California, owned the trucking business, it says here.
Small trucking business in San Diego.
Good for you. And talk about your family.
I've been trapped in a loveless marriage for the last 12 years to an old battle axe named Kim. She cursed my life with 3 stepchildren named Star, RJ, and Ryan, and I have 1 rotten grandson.
I love that man. That is fantastic.
Cheers, buddy. 1,000 points to you.
I was going to say, when was the last time someone used the word battle axe? You know what I mean?
Casually. Like, casually throws that out there.
What is that? I haven't heard that since like the 80s. Mm-hmm. Yo, battle axe.
And like the beard. Can we just admire that beard?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've read subsequent stories that said his wife knew he was going to say this and that he was joking because people are all up in arms. I think he was kidding a little bit, but I love it.
I think it's hilarious. I mean, if he was being serious, do you think he'd actually say that?
And would the editors really leave that in?
Right.
You know, come on, Wheel of Fortune's like the #1 show.
It's very clean.
It's very, yeah. I was reading another article about this over the weekend. Wheel of Fortune remains, do you guys know this? Remains the #1 syndicated show after, 35 seasons. #1.
Wow.
It averages 6 to 7 million viewers a day.
Wow.
A day, yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what Wheel of Fortune reminds me of?
What does Wheel of Fortune remind you of?
Frozen fish sticks. For real.
Okay, audience, a poll, do I ask?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
fine, why?
Well, so when my grandma, we used to live out in the country growing up, so I'd walk to my grandma's after school a lot, and she didn't cook. She had a brain tumor and couldn't do things like in the 90s. So anyway, she always had frozen food, and we would heat up fish sticks and watch Wheel of Fortune together for dinner after school. So now when I see Wheel of Fortune, I'm like, hey, Grandma, fish stick me up. Thanks, Aaron.
We'll be right back. Roll the commercial. We'll be right back. Coming up, more Hot Dish. And the horns and claws are out for the new Maleficent movie. The reviews are coming in and they are, well, not exactly a fairy tale. Then she is a treasured part of Hollywood history. Academy Award nominee Talia Shire is our special guest today, along with her co-star. She's here to talk about her new movie, Working Man, playing at the Twin Cities Film Fest. Plus, we will, of course, talk about her legendary roles in Rocky and The Godfather. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
So I saw this image online, and I showed it to a bunch of people, and it's really, really spectacular what comes back. So let's start with what color do you see? What color do you see? Now show 5 or 6 people around you, whoever's around you, show, and ask them what color do they see, and I think you'll be surprised at what the answer is. There's no right answer, but it's definitely not pink.
Right, I agree with Will Smith. But the woman who owns the shoes, who actually had them on her feet, says they're pink and white, which is mind-boggling because I see green. Who in the audience sees pink and white on the shoes? And how many of you see teal and gray in the shoes? Oh, so interesting. It's teal and gray. It's really crazy. I don't understand how people could possibly...
It's pink and white!
Guys. Hey, guys, come on now. Come on.
No fighting. It's just a silly internet controversy. Yeah. Welcome back to Jimmy Kimmel talking about the latest color controversy on the internet. Okay, now what do you see? You saw that clip. Do you see pink and white or teal and white?
What's so weird is the first time I saw that, I was like, it's pink and white, obviously. And like that time I was like, it's obviously teal and gray. What?
Yeah.
That's a mind mess right there.
I see, Aaron, did you, it's split in the audience. Split in the audience. What did you see, Aaron? You're teal? Yeah. I think it's because we're similar age. Our eyeballs are the same age. Yeah, yeah. That's right. It's all that fish stick I eat. My eyes are really good.
It's good for you.
It is good for you. I just love it. Oh, Kendall, I love you so much. That story. Now, don't email me and say, oh, you're making fun of Kendall's grandma. I wasn't. It was just funny because Kendall's story starts off all sweet. She's like, I used to watch TV with my grandma. And then you take a sad turn.
I couldn't, once it word vomited out, it
God,
was part of the story in my head. And it just.
Well, you know I love stories about grandmas because I love my grandmas. Well, next in the dish, David Spade did a bit with former Real Housewife of Orange County, Heather Dubrow. Well, on his show last night, but instead of a normal sit-down, he had Heather, who is not a stand-up comedian, perform stand-up at a club while he and Whitney Cummings, who is a comedian, fed her jokes. Look at this.
Face has so much plastic, I'm not allowed in the ocean.
My face has so much plastic, I've actually been banned from the ocean.
Some people believe I'm 50. Some people don't believe I'm 50.
Look, some people, they don't believe that I'm 50 years old.
Because I tell them I'm 35.
Because I tell them I'm 35.
Want to know the secret to a bikini body in your 50s?
If you want to know how to get a bikini body in your 50s,
it's called Photoshop.
It's called Photoshop.
I have 2 podcasts.
Something.
And that's the only thing I have in common with any of you people.
And that's the only thing I have in common with any of you people.
Okay! She's pretty good. Now, if you don't know, Heather is married to Terry, who is one of the stars of E's Botched. I love that show. It's all about botched plastic surgery, like where they accidentally put like the nose on your forehead or something. Yeah. They also have a product line on the network formerly known as Yvonne. Oh, it's formally known now. Oh. It's called what? Shop HQ. It's very fancy now. Oh. It's right down the road. Yeah, Shop HQ is literally right down the road.
So formerly Yvonne, wasn't it formerly Shop NBC too?
Yeah, it was Shop NBC. Then it was Evine, and now it's Shop HQ.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I have a friend who works for now Shop HQ is Evine, and when she works in the clothing stuff, and when she would describe my clothing to me, I'd be like, okay, Yvonne, 100% cotton will shrink in the wash if you wear that too many times. It's fascinating.
It's fascinating, and that job is tougher than you think it is.
It's hard,
because think about, it's okay, here, I have material like dumb movies to make fun of.
Right.
You have to keep talking about sleeves and threading. You know what I mean?
For like an hour.
Yeah.
That's how she knows all that stuff.
We did a piece. They challenged me. I went over there. We ran it a couple years ago. It's hard. I give them a lot of credit. They are great hosts over there.
Good.
Next on the dish, Angelina Jolie's new movie, Disney's sequel to Maleficent, that dark fantasy adventure film that was a huge... Well, that was a huge hit at the box office. That thing earned more than $750 million. Now, before we give you some of the early reviews of the sequel, here's a clip from it. Look at this.
Maleficent is a threat to everyone. We'll do our best to protect you. Well. One can never be too careful. You. You do not know me.
You don't know me like that. Yeah, well, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, hits theaters on Friday. You may want to get other plans because it's getting really bad reviews. Michelle Pfeiffer's in it. I know, because I like Angelina. I like Michelle Pfeiffer. She's one of my favorites. She stars in one of my favorite little movies called One Fine Day. And Elle Fanning. Okay. So, like the movie, the reviews on this one are on the dark side, and that is not a good thing. Here we go. The Telegraph out of London asks, is Angelina Jolie the most bored-looking of them all? 2 stars. Mirror, mirror on the wall. That's right. Variety says, with Maleficent no longer the villain of her own tale, this mistitled sequel reduces the character to a stylish pawn in a tacky Game of Thrones ripoff. So I guess they liked it. The Washington Post says it goes darker in this bleak and most unforgivably boring sequel. Yeah. Wow. And then there's the New York Post. This film is cursed. There we go. Simply put, this film is cursed. Well, here's the deal. I'm glad I didn't see it yet, but that was my problem with the first one. Lord knows I know Disney. Maleficent is one of the scariest of the evil queens in Disney.
Right.
Yeah. Horribly scary.
Mean.
She's mean. She has horns.
And crazy cheekbones.
Yeah. And in Maleficent, old girl gets nice. She's like, okay. She turns nice at the end of the movie. And it's like, no. She's evil. She has a dragon.
Okay, wait. I haven't seen Maleficent yet.
Yeah.
Okay, because I get my fairy and bee people wrong.
Yeah.
She's the one that curses Snow White. Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant the prick. Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
So yeah, she curses a baby.
She's horribly scary. But in this movie, they totally neutered the character. So I guess it continues in the
Just neutered her like a cat.
The audience is shocked by the word neutered. Bob Barker said it every day for 40 years.
Yep. Sure did. Neutered and spayed.
Neutered. Have your pet spayed or neutered, everybody. Next in the dish. Yesterday we talked about the Hallmark Channel's Christmas Con. This as the network, it's going to be a big convention. This as the network prepares to launch 40 new Christmas movies. Yeah. Netflix wants a piece of this. They're saying, don't you forget about us, because Netflix just released their holiday schedule. Look at this.
This is Christmas!
You'll love this. Christmas!
Look at them. And just like that, it's Christmas!
Go put on one of my ties. We're going to midnight mass, not a tractor auction.
Apparently, Sir Cole believes that he's a 14th century knight.
They're called Christopher Frederick Lyons of Norwich. At your service.
Oh, boy.
You call yourselves carolers?
This year it's going to be Christmas in Africa. I'm in this place surrounded by wild animals.
Hey, New York.
Oh.
We're going to add the secret ingredient.
And the secret ingredient is cheese. Yeah.
I was going to say Rob Lowe half naked, but cheese works too.
Hey, look, ho on that one. I'm not gonna, thank you, audience. This is my problem. Look, Jason loves Christmas. Last year, remember you weren't with us last year. I went Christmas crazy. I got rid of old decorations. I bought new ones. I bought like 400 stags. I have Christmas stags all over the place. However, how many more Christmas movies do we need? Because fundamentally, if you strip everything away, Christmas movies fall into two categories. They're rip-offs of A Christmas Carol, where someone's a bad person and then they see a ghost and then they try to reform themselves. Or a person's having a really crappy Christmas, and whether they're in a small town or whatever, and someone helps them have a good Christmas. Those are the two types of movies you have.
Okay, Scrooge.
Or a third that producer Ted loves, big city girl moves back to her small town and falls in love with the department store manager. Yeah.
Well, you see.
And they kiss on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, always. In the last 5 minutes of the show, every time. You see, here's the deal, Jason. I disagree.
Okay.
I think that there's a lot of you gotta watch your traditional Christmas movies, right? But all these movies are your present wrapping fillers. Seriously, that's what I do. I turn on the Hallmark Channel.
You have them in the background. You know what, Kendall?
Yes.
Kendall, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I have changed my mind.
Did you say wholeheartedly?
Agreed,
ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. The Netflix Christmas slate kicks off with the soon-to-be classic Holiday in the Wild on November 1st, starring Kristen Davis and Rob Lowe. Kristen plays a freshly divorced woman who goes on a solo safari to Africa, where she meets a pilot played by the shirtless Rob Lowe. I'm not done. Audience, I'm not done. Like most of us do on Christmas, they rescue an orphaned baby elephant, nurse him back to health. Her love for her new surroundings just might extend to the man who shared her journey.
Wow. Jason, that's not that unbelievable. Never know.
I can't stand this. That's ridiculous. I love and I love Christmas. But how many times on Christmas Eve are you saving an elephant? Still ahead. We're previewing a film that will be screened at the Twin Cities Film Festival, and it stars two people that will likely be very familiar to you. Peter Gerety and Academy Award nominee Talia Shire. They're joining us when we return. Back after this. It is opening day of the Twin Cities Film Festival, and kicking things off is a beautiful movie about a town dealing with the closing of its last factory and an unlikely hero who inspires the community around him. Here's a look at Working Man.
Allery, he's at the front.
Why are you? People will see. It's a small town, Allery. It's hard to keep secrets around here. I'm afraid our neighbors caught wind of what we've been up to.
Oh, well, that's it then.
No, it's just starting. Sure got a lot of folks wanting that factory this morning. Yes, sir. Hell of a situation.
You did this?
No, not me. They're out there because of you.
The movie stars Peter Gerety from countless TV shows and movies like The Wire and The Good Wife. Oh, I love that show so much. Along with two-time Oscar nominee Talia Shire. Give it up for Peter and Talia, everybody. Welcome.
Thank you.
We were just talking in the break about the name Jason. You have a son named Jason.
Jason, yes, I do.
And we don't know why the name's not popular anymore.
No, you brought that up.
Yeah.
There are no more Jasons.
There are no. We're like dinosaurs. We're like a rare breed.
You have a wall named Jason.
I do, right there, Peter. Right there.
Yes.
And then my face, too, Peter. Look back there.
Oh, my
gosh.
gosh.
I know, it's too many.
Yeah.
It's too many.
You're missing a couple of mouths.
I know. And now a beard, I now have facial hair, so now they have to redo the darn thing.
Really?
Tell me about it.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to paint it or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Beard?
They're going to paint a beard on it.
But no, okay.
Yeah. What a great story. I was telling our producer, I relate to this in a way where I'm from the Rust Belt. I'm from a town right outside of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
We had factories, Solaire, we had the steel plants. And they all, my uncles and dad all worked at them. And then like that, it seemed in the mid-'80s, they all went away. So I know your character. Tell me a little bit more about your character,
That's
Peter.
where we shot it. We shot it in a plastics factory just outside of Chicago.
Yes.
You did?
Yeah. And it was, and in the story, it's a town that had 100 factories, and then it had 50 factories, and then it had 5 factories, and then it had 1, and now it has none. And the community is devastated by the fact that their jobs have gone.
Yeah.
They're, more than their jobs, they're not more than their livelihood. The work that they had as their identity is gone, and it's a real tragedy for her. I think it really speaks to this period of time that we're in. And my character just is one of the ones that lost my job, but for some unknown reason or a known reason that you discover in the film, I continue to go to work.
Yeah. Well, and because it's about routine. It's
the
your
ritual.
Yeah.
Yes. Get up. You have to have a job.
You have to have a. It's like I think it speaks to purpose. I mean, you
Yes, it
see
does.
I think you see the statistics when you see unemployment rates during this era. You see the number, but your character and your family speaks to the fact that it's not just a loss of income; it's a loss of purpose.
And meaning.
Yeah, loss of meaning in your life. And so my character just goes to the back of the factory the day after it has been shuttered, and jimmies the lock and goes in, and there's no electricity.
He goes to work every day
Every
when
day.
the factory
That's
is
my
closed.
ritual.
That's what's fascinating.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, every day. Like if this show was canceled and I continued to come here, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I did a show for nobody.
You did a show for nobody. There was no electricity, and you still don't have a mouth.
I still don't. Now, and you're his wife in the movie.
Yes.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking's happening?
I don't know if you want to hear the answer.
No, I do. I mean,
I'm saying, but you're making lunch and but you're going to work, but it's closed. But he continues to go, and obviously, it's that. And our marriage also has a great mystery to it. I want. Oh, I'm sorry. It has that too.
Yeah.
But at a certain point in time, and I'm embarrassed, but we have an issue because the factory shut down, but something in our marriage has shut down, a spiritual issue. And that is also part of our story, the tale that we tell. And at the end, we have a second shot. And the factory, in fact, although it was shut down, it was really not shut down for a good enough reason. And the young guys, and led by you, they're able to give it a renaissance and continue to sell a product.
Do you get more, as the movie goes on, do you get more a little frustrated? Because the one reviewer talked about a scene where you just kind of let it out.
Yes, I do. There is that scene finally that I have with Peter, with my husband, where I basically define how I can live or live no more in this marriage unless certain things are expressed, are said. And it's a good scene, and he does rise to that moment.
I love it. And the reviewer said that scene, not that you haven't been around, but that reviewer, I thought it was a beautiful compliment to you. The reviewer said that scene reminded him of how good you are and how much he misses you in movies all the time.
That's very sweet.
Yeah. I agree.
That's sweet.
You can see Working Man tonight at the Showplace Icon Theater in St. Louis Park for tickets.
No, not only tonight. There's another showing on a week from now on the 23rd, I believe, at the same
I was going to say that too. But you
were not going to say that
as well.
All right, was he going to say that?
What he said. Stick around. More with Talia and Peter when we come back. Back after this, everybody.
Come on, Molly. Adrian! Rocky! Hey, where's your hat? I love you. I love you.
Everything in
one of the best endings ever. Sincerely, one of the best endings to a movie ever. To the Oscar-winning movie Rocky, which came out 43 years ago this year. Yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry. It started
He was 5.
Talia Shire.
I did that as a yes.
Yeah, and Peter Gerety, they're sticking around for a little bit while. Yes. Peter, you scared the crew during the commercial break. Peter just kind of slid out of the chair, and I love it. This is how well she knows you. Talia, she didn't even flinch with your behavior.
No.
Our crew in my ear was freaking out. Did he fall? She didn't even flinch.
Is he going to sue?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry you told him that I left the thing because I like the idea of coming back and I didn't have a mug before and now I do have a mug.
Oh, yes. There are new mugs this year, our new season mug. Yeah. So that clip, I'm sure you get sick of watching that clip over and over again. But now that's in your rearview mirror. When you think of Rocky, the first one, what's the first memory that comes to your mind for whatever reason?
Well, actually, it's the audition that I had with Sylvester. And he was obviously an extraordinary man, but upon meeting this kind of muscly guy, and he was just so lovely and vulnerable. He's a very sweet and poetic man, and we went on to have the best audition. It is that audition I remember doing with him and John Avildsen sort of circling us with doing that, which is sort of as like you're shooting it. That's the frame of the camera. And I remember leaving there, because I can't bear to audition. I don't know how to audition very well. That was the first and best audition, really, that I ever did.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have the same chemistry with this guy?
More.
Well, No, you know, he's very seductive when he falls.
Yeah. When he's like, you're pretty.
Yeah.
Peter, and I mean this in a very, very innocent way.
Yeah.
It was very sexy when you slid out of that chair earlier. It's very seductive.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Should I do it again?
No.
Peter, you're in one of my
my God.
you were in one of my favorite shows, The Good Wife. I mean, I was excited to meet you. You were on The Good Wife. I mean, yeah.
I was. I'm not saying I wasn't.
Yeah, you gave me a look. No, but you gave me a look of like you know, the teleprompter thing, like you were going to correct me on something.
Yeah.
But no, I love that show, and we were excited for you to be here for many reasons. But we're all Good Wife fans. That was a great crew, wasn't it?
Great, extraordinary
And
show.
it was fun, and I fell out of my chair. Well, I didn't actually fall out of my chair, but I did, if I remember correctly. I was playing a judge.
Yes, you were. Yes.
And I at one point I decided that I was angry at various people, lawyers, and also people in the whatever you call it in the courtroom, and they were on their cell phones. And so I picked up a waste paper basket, and I just, in the middle of everything, just in the middle of the trial, just went over and grabbed everybody's cell phone and put them in a...
Yes!
Isn't that great?
It was a great scene.
It was great. It was also hard to do, as you've noticed in my grace in getting out of the
And the
chair.
sliding.
Yeah.
And the sliding.
There was the slide.
Yes,
That's what
there was
so
the slide.
beautiful, yes.
Well, I just want to say thank you to the both. No, wait, we have 30 more seconds,
Okay,
Peter. 30 more
all right,
seconds.
30 seconds.
Thank you, sincerely. It was a treat to have you, and I really appreciate you both being here so much.
It was
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Their movie, Working Man, is opening, Peter, let me say it, is opening the Twin Cities Film Festival tonight, but there's another showing, right, Peter?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's right. When's that showing, Peter?
It is a week later, I believe, on the 23rd.
Yes. At the Showplace
Same
Icon
place.
Theater. My favorite theater in St. Louis Park. For tickets and showtimes, go to TwinCitiesFilmFest.org. It's right there at the bottom of your screen.
And you have a great little audience, by the way.
We do, yes. Still ahead. Okay, Peter. Peter, you can slide out now. Still ahead. Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie? We're playing a game when we come back. Back after this. Thank you so much. There. Oh my goodness. Peter Gerety causing more problems as he walked out of the studio. Earlier, welcome back everybody. Earlier we talked about all the new Christmas movies coming to Netflix this year. We're getting in the holiday spirit actually for today's game. It's game time, everybody. Here we go. Okay. Look at this. Oh, look at the sportsmanship here. Today's game. Okay, that's it. Today's game is called Christmas Movie, Real or Fake. It's very simple. I'm going to give you the title and the plot of a possible Christmas movie from Hallmark, Lifetime, or Netflix, and you have to tell me if it's real or made up by the legendary Jason Show research team. Playing today, please say hello to my left. It's Jason, everybody. It's perfect that you're standing in front of the name, okay. And we don't have her name up here, I'm sorry, but this is Pam, everybody. There we go. Okay, Jason, Pam, hands above buzzers. As soon as I complete I'll say real or fake, and then you can buzz in. Here we go. A Christmas detour. The plot? Two travelers fall in love when snow grounds their flights in Buffalo. Real or fake? Jason.
Real.
You are right. You are right. That is real. Okay. Jason and Pam, hands above buzzers. Real or fake? Mistletoe Mistake is the movie. The plot? A single father accidentally kisses a family friend under the mistletoe, leading to romance. Real or fake? Pam?
Fake.
You are right. Wow. However, that would be a really good movie. I'm just saying. Okay, here we go.
It would be.
Hands above buzzers. Jason and Pam, next one. The title? A Gingerbread Romance. An architect falls in love with a baker during a gingerbread house contest. Real or fake? Jason.
Real.
You are right. It is real. You got to see that one. Okay, here we go. Hands above buzzers. Real or fake? The title? A Shoe Addict's Christmas. A woman becomes locked in a department store on Christmas Eve and meets her guardian angel. Real or fake? Pam.
Real.
You are right. It is real. That sounds ridiculous, but okay.
No, like fun.
Next one. The title? A Very Merry Mix-Up. A woman ends up at the wrong house for Christmas and falls in love with the man at that house. Real or fake? Jason.
Real.
You are right. It is real. You guys are really good. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
The title. Alone on Christmas Eve, married Christmas Day.
I mean, I think that means I win it, right?
You do get the first crack. A woman meets the man of her dreams at a coffee shop on Christmas Eve. Real or fake?
Real.
You are wrong. It is real. But that doesn't matter. They're both winners, everybody. They're both going home with the season 5 Jason so much. Look at this. I mean, everybody's so nice. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. There we go. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Talking about, well, first of all, those are the best game players we've had in a long time. They were fantastic.
Great game.
And how great was Peter and Talia Shire?
Hilarious.
Hilarious. They were fantastic.
He told you know?
And it's so funny, Talia kept referring to her son Jason like he was, oh, my son Jason. Well, y'all know that Talia Shire's son Jason she's referring to is actor Jason Schwartzman. That's her son. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, him.
That. But she's so just very matter of fact about it. Yeah, my son's name is Jason. And I look at her like, yeah, I know who he is. I'm very aware. But she was delightful. So make sure you go support her in that film and our great Twin Cities Film Fest. It grows every year, and we're a big arts community, and that's another big crown jewel in our arts background here. Yeah, go to our website. Go to their website, TwinCitiesFilmFest.org. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Go ahead and tell the folks, Kendall, what you signed us up for. What are we doing immediately after the show today that they will see very soon?
Jason's really excited. We're going to go get lost in a corn maze.
Together. Yeah, together. Yeah.
It'll be just like Children of the Corn.
I know. That's why it scares me. I must tell you, I have a little fear of this. So that's why
It's going to be great.
It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to be very excited about this. Hey, I am excited about this, however. A good friend of our show, and people ask me when I talk to the audience, who's one of your favorite guests of all time or one of your favorite moments on the show we're now 5 years. And I said one of my favorite moments is the real life friendship that I formed with Trading Spaces host Paige Davis. Paige was a guest on our show. She sat right there, and we developed an instant real friendship. And she's become a dear friend of mine. And I just want to say she's watching right now in New York. Yesterday was her birthday. So I just want to say I love you, Paige. Yeah. And she said it on social media, so she won't mind me saying it's a big one. It is the 5-0. So when she looks, yeah.
I sincerely mean this. I thought she was maybe 40.
You know why? Because she's stunningly beautiful.
Yeah.
And she works out she takes care of herself, and she's as beautiful on the outside as she is on the inside. And I love you, and happy birthday. Yeah, she's a delightful human being, and you can watch her. Oh, she has a new show, the Toilet Paper Wedding Dress Show. She hosts,
What?
yeah. No, is it paper towel? No! There's a show where people have to make wedding dresses out of toilet paper or wet naps or something. I don't know.
You do that at bridal showers.
You what?
You do that at bridal showers.
Oh, yeah. They don't let me at bridal showers. But yeah, they don't allow me to go.
I would have invited you.
Which is sad because I'm a good gift giver, but yeah, people don't allow me at bridal showers. But yeah, she hosts some show, made of napkins or something. I don't know. It's wedding dresses made of napkins. I don't know. Anyway, I love her. Happy birthday. Tomorrow on the show, meet the stars of the new Travel Channel show, Destination Fear. It features a veteran ghost hunter taking his sister and best friend on a terrifying road trip. Great. Tomorrow. That's going to do it for us right now, though. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.